the side of the Jin Green Wings, Linderong will be out. Was playing the Aatrox in game number 1, but Tana has been playing a bunch more than Linderong in recent times, whereas Malrong will also be hopping back into the lineup to replace C's.
A little bit sad to see C's out. I thought he did some interesting things. He was out jungle to open, but then I thought he actually was the main reason that Jinner had kind of a too worried about the Fiora Tana potentials. Hey!
Hey, okay!
It's time for the LCK debut of the Morderkaiser.
You know, we thought Jinner was the one that was ruining all the fun and taking it away and banning the pick. But instead, they give us a little treat, so have to be happy with that. We got to give him the props. As Tana
just on this Morderkaiser, his ultimate, always interesting to see in the spectator mode. We don't get to go into the Shadow Realm, sadly, Valdez.
Yeah, if you're going
Entities.
to...
Other than death, I don't know what it provides.
Q used here in the flash on in. He wants the knockup, and he should get it. Grace gonna just dunk it in, the one auto attack. And Malrong very aggressively, as here's Tana up in the top
Morderkaiser!
side.
No, sadly. No last pop.
Aww. Well, I liked your addition to the play-by-play.
Thank you.
It made everything much better.
Hey, I'm an LCK space there. I love how big the damage text is now in games. 208 comes up big. I remember the first time they showed off the damage text numbers that came in. Are we looking at Pro View? No, this is the Shadow Realm. We're in the Shadow Realm.
We're in it here.
We got technology. We even got to see the...
Khan is very careful about that.
We got to see the desktop there. That was sick.
Oh, he's got some speed now, and he's looking for the dunk. There's the shield, but it's not on good timing as Khan is going to flash on him and put that poor Morderkaiser into his own grave.
That all seemed thoroughly avoidable, and yet the solo kill comes in. The first Morderkaiser, the win rate seems to be potentially not looking so good. Solo kill. King Zone can be a super aggressive lane where you're just using Arcane Shift. Poke is in the mid lane. Faker misses his shuffle.
Looks like Grace was just able to make him look silly there. So you can tell Malrong's thinking about it. He's going for it. Is able to get the flash away from Faker. That'll be a win for Malrong, as that's really his only job in his mind.
And there's a good plan, right? It's a good trade of flashes because now Zoe Trouble Bubble might spell
if it's hard, you should be picking up that objective. As you can see, Grace with the Perna Belt on his W was thinking about making a play, but instead, how about some more plays here in the mid lane?
Still, Jinner understand what they need to do. They should get Morderkaiser out of this lane because he won't be able to do anything against the Rift Herald. He's going to cancel his back with no backup because Abyssal Voyage is up. They're going to try and stop this from being a completed turret for SKT.
Oh boy, Shelly.
Oh, Shelly got distracted.
What are you doing?
Shelly's reading her Instagram, which is supposed to be fighting.
Come on, Shelly.
They didn't even get a Rift Herald charge gold there.
Nobody got gold.
Got to die if we were talking about what TPs are available. None of them.
Khan's got his third Q here. He's going to try to dunk him down as, wow, the Shadow Realm in the bottom left. Thank you, Riot Korea, as Tana is going to avoid a lot of that damage from the dive, as nobody else but Khan can get to him.
And that shows you that when you're outnumbered, the Shadow Realm cast does actually buy time. And time in... It's still 9:13. The 9:14 bugs will be...
Let's see it again.
Here we go.
Okay, into the Shadow Realm. This time it is going to be Khan again, as Split is like, I can just ignore him and try to go onto the turret, but now he's tanking. Let's see if Khan can actually dive the turret, but then he's Sonya's. I love this build. He just doesn't die.
All right, Khan is definitely having no fun. See you later, nerds. He had places to be, Valdez.
Best build 2019. The never die, never get dove strategy from Tana.
Tana's very tanky. Morderkaiser is not diveable. After the first time, you would hope that SKT worked it out.
He's hitting like a truck. And we talked about the mid-game, but all of that focus and the frustration trying to kill Morderkaiser has allowed Jinner to chip down the tier 2 in mid lane and get the tier 2 in the bottom lane.
But SKT do have 2-item AD Evolve.
Now, we're just going to start it, and they are going to see it now with that True Shot Barrage. Here comes the Jinner team.
Zinta's not going to get there. SKT's going to get Baron.
Oh, he's too slow. Tana trying to get on in there and seal it away, but it goes over to the Lux with that unsealed Spellbook Smite. Tana desperately trying to get someone to fight him, as Lux is going to be the only one to go down for now on the side of SKT. Khan doing a fantastic job just distracting and tanking up. Let's see what Root can do. He's going to get flashed on and swept into the garbage as Faker's going to put him in his place. That's going to be the Baron and the Ace going the way of SKT.
The cunning ruses abated by a smart Baron call. Morderkaiser wanted to find a way to ult away a smite, but they had more than one. Effort had about them, and the Observer kindly points out the smite. Tana thinks, all right, maybe we can steal this one. I'm going to get in there and ult away cleared. But Lux had this one prepared earlier. It's like that cooking video where you get to have that time jump. They'd already prepared the food earlier. In this case, the Lux gets the steal, or the secure, as we should say. And even with the flashover, Jinner being about 20 seconds behind the play, by that SKT pick it up.
Faker's Azir mechanics not going anywhere. As we're gonna take a look. It's like I'm going
after an inhibitor is down. Seems like no ults are used. Tana still has the Death Realm.
Yeah, trying to bait Khan into this one. He gets the knock-up and the dodge on the lick, but the knock-up here from Malrong and the pull-in might just be enough. This is four members.
Your base.
All on top of Khan, and he's nearly even able to get a kill as the entire base. As you mentioned, it has belonged to us. It has belonged to SKT.
Oh, their base belong to SKT. They are the ace of base. Insert other base reference here. You're not a bass guitarist, are you, by any chance? Pretty much been on that front top side.
Boy. How did Malrong get in the back there?
Swept in by Faker.
Now, Faker just doing it again. He's bullying Malrong tonight. That has been the main guy, as Stopwatch is going to keep Khan safe as they lose a Nexus turret in the meantime.
Here we go. Feels like this is going to be the closing moments of our first series of the day. The long-range harass, the turret going down in mid. Going to be able to follow up out of playoffs, because you kind of need, historically, 9 match wins minimum, usually 10. And there's only 7 matches after this for Jinner. Here's the replay. Malrong got scooped. We always love to talk about
here, but he is going to be McHale's up, a very common item nowadays on the supports, as SKT just want to force the fight, but Klid is going to go into that stopwatch to make sure that he can actually go down, as Jinner is turning this around. Root in the front lines as SKT try to force that way too hard, and they get punished for it.
It's a really poor play from SKT. If you look at the mini-map, they don't actually have any super minions forcing the base defense, so Jinner could walk up and defend, and they can walk up again. SKT need to actually coordinate this. Faker almost taken out by Root, who definitely has plenty of damage behind that ultimate. If there's nothing else Jinner have to be doing on the map, then of course they're going to be defending a Baron contest. And with the mini-map, look at the mini-map here. There's actually no reason for more than one member to be defending the base. The minion wave hasn't pushed in. Blasting Plant pushes Klid into this area. People try to defend him, but whether it's the Xin Zhao ultimate or a really good spot for the redemption, it was actually territory that favored Jinner on the defense.
I mean, you could be ahead 10,000 gold in that spot. Probably not be able to get away if you make a play like that, so that's the one way you can come back in this game we call League of Legends. As SKT, you can see, they're still very confident. They started up the Baron right away, right afterwards, even after losing their jungler. Just trying to play the sneaky game in that fact, but now they get Klid back, and they're absolutely going to be looking for another pick here, as Kellen will be forced to use that one very early, as Teddy and Khan in the back line. Sounds like a huge nightmare for the side of Jinner. It doesn't look like they'll be able to get out of this one this time. Triple kill now for Teddy, as SKT have found the opening they were looking for.
They back up that play you want to forget with one to remember. Great flank timing for Khan. They're going to go for further kills. They just want to put this Morderkaiser in the ground.
Yeah, we got to get that KDA. We got to stack it up. How about
Run,
an extra
Faker.
guy?
Faker, no!
Oh, boy.
Got him.
He's going to kill him there in the Shadow Realm. Tana thought maybe, just maybe, he could pick up a kill, but that was not going to happen. Faker stays alive, and SKT will stay alive with their 2-0, and another one, in fact, that is going to be their 5th 2-0 in a row here in the LCK.
And Faker gets to end the game living through his for that stay, because he exits with the kill, they exit with the points. I thought that SKT actually made some VOD reviewable mistakes in both these games, and it's not often you leave a Jinner series as one of these teams that we think will be aspiring towards the top and have things you can kind of learn on and really pay forward in future games. But I think that actually they extend their win streak to 10-0, but we know that there was some soft opposition among those 10 games, and the schedule gets way more meaningful for SKT when they return next week.
SKT, their next game up against Gen G on the Thursday. Then they have Griffin on Sunday. So not delving too deep in, you can already see that the next